Welcome back to Geneforge 3. It's weird how easy it is for me to record huge amounts of this game, as in these games. I just enjoy them so much. I don't know who this is. Rogue Thud. Brutal Thud, actually. Ow! That's a bit brutal, isn't it? What? Hello? Oh. Right, I'm carrying stuffage. Oh, okay. Good start, isn't it? Piece of shit. I hate this game. No. Let's all stand in a row then, shall we? So we can all get a good look at him. No, Bob. That's not what the formation is. It's alright. Alright, I have to open it. Ding! That's more like it. That's the kind of performance I'm looking for. Is that anything worth? Yes. More rope, healing spores, always good. Always nice to have some full party healage going on. No. Maybe though, I've got a lot of living tools back home. As in my pile. So give us a sec and I'll consider it. Actually, yeah, let me get rid of this as well. Yum. That was that little mini quest I did yesterday, as in last time. Hello? Wait, let us all in. What? What was I trying to loot? I'll have that, and probably sell them to you in a sec. Thanks. It's always funny, isn't it? As in funny. Taking stuff from their house and selling it to them. Hawthorne, isn't that a familiar name? There is a sage working in this hut, working hard on alchemy and research. He's not a shaper, but the shapers keep many learned workers in business. Is it learned or learned? I think it's learned. In business, with their constant need for potions and ingredients. Oh, I see. They only allow it because it's convenient for them. Fucking shapers. When you enter, the man approaches and extends a permanently stained hand. Ah, what a relief. Welcome, shaper. I have not had any of your kind in here for weeks. I'm Hawthorne. My products are good, my knowledge is extensive, and my prices are reasonable. We'll see about that. I'm also authorized by the shapers to provide magical instruction. Please let me know how I can help. Exactly what services do you offer? As I said earlier, as in just now, I have received special permission from the Shapers to teach magic. In addition, as I'm sure you can smell, I sell pods and spores, perfect if you intend to explore in dangerous areas, and you probably do. What kind of magic you got, eh? Expensive, that's not reasonable at all. I'll have speed through. I'll also have essence shield. I'll also have unlock. I'll also have Sierra. Alan Shearer. You conclude your training. Can I sell you something? I can. Hopefully I can afford that final level of Sierra then, so I never have to come back. Yeah. 2 points of armour, as in 2%. Ain't gonna be worth enough to hold on to, is it? Or whatever. Yeah. Yon. Yon. Include business. Let me see your wares. Living tools, I want those as well though. Shielding spores. Speed spores. Good stuff right here. I'll take those. Exorbitant. Bitch. Bastard. Can you teach me to make any new creations? Hawthorne looks horrified. Oh no, I'm not a shaper. I'd end up dead if I tried to do that. As I understand it, new shapers go to the testing grounds to learn how to make new creations. They're due north from your school. I don't know anything about them though. They're kept pretty secret. What sort of research are you doing? Hang on. I'll ask that in a sec. Can I can. Right, that's all that done, I do believe. Don't need that note anymore about training. Okay. What sort of research are you doing? Hawthorne smiles. I'm glad that you asked. Most of my research lately has been on understanding item enhancements. They are marvellous things. If you plan to spend much time in the presence of people who want to kill you... People? What about creatures? Such items might even be useful to you. What is an item enhancement? They are gemstones infused with magical power. They store it. Then that power can be released and channeled into an item, like a weapon or piece of armour. This gives it magical properties, or enhances the properties it already has. Each enhancing gem has a different effect, and affects armour and weapons differently. A gem with icy magic might make your armour resistant to cold, or make your blade cover your foes in ice. Yeah, they're adding crafting to Geneforge. How do I use an item enhancement? That is difficult. The channeling of the magic from the stone into the item is a delicate procedure. To do this properly, you need an enchanted anvil. Such anvils are rare and difficult to make. Rare! But I am fortunate enough to have one. Magical crafting, such as making wands, generally requires one. You can use an anvil to make wands? Aren't anvils used to work metal? Oh yes, Shaper, normal anvils, but this sort of anvil is much different. It's more a focusing device, enabling you to channel magic in and around whatever sits on its surface. You would not do something so crude with such a device as hit it with a hammer, I think. Can I use your anvil? If you wish to use my anvil, Shaper, I would be honoured. It's in a building out back. I'll make sure the door is unlocked for you. How? Can you just wave a magic hand and unlock it from here? Is there anything else I should know about item enhancements? With magic, there is always something more. The enchantments work on things you wear and use, like blades and armour, or rings. But just so you know, enchantments are delicate, and two of them disrupt each other. Any item can only be enchanted once. You can't remove it afterwards, so you better be certain. Was that everything? Where can I get item enhancements? I'm not sure, Shaper. I suppose the same place you find your other enchanted equipment. He thinks. Wait, actually... He leaves the cottage and returns a minute later. He is carrying a small stone etched with runes. He hands it to you. It's warm to the touch. This stone contains within it powerful blessing energy. I would be honoured if you would take it. Oh, cheers. Heck. Anything else? Are you worried about the rogues around? Shouldn't you? Wait. Hawthorne continues to speak with you of current events and alchemical matters, occasionally stepping away to keep something from boiling over. How else can I help you? Are you worried about the rogues around? Shouldn't you live in the fort? Not at this point. Not at this point. I'm not without my defences. Rogues that bother me tend to explode, though if things get much worse I may need to move. The mines are closed. No, they're not. I've been through there, and filled with rogues, as you may have heard. And I have heard rumours that worry me very much. About the thing inside that I killed. What do you know about the mines? Oh, very little. I have not been in them. My only real contact has been using the crystals and stones that came out of them. He looks annoyed. And I was going to use a prism too. Oh, I got one of those, maybe. Depends what your reward is. If it's not good enough, I didn't find one. I was going to use a prism too, a valuable tool, being custom shaped. I had been told it was completed, but now it's trapped in the mines. Would you pay if someone recovered the prism for you? Hawthorne blinks a few times. The idea of a Shaper recovering his equipment never occurred to him. Well yes, of course, Shaper. There is a workshop in the mines, that much I know. If someone brought the prism to me, I would certainly pay for the risk and effort, though I hope you would not consider spending your valuable time helping someone as humble as me. Yeah, whatever, I got it. Hang on. What rumours have you heard? I've heard that there are Shapers on these isles, evil Shapers, wandering and wreaking havoc. Of course, this is what normal people are saying. They probably can't be trusted. They have all sorts of funny ideas about Shapers. I have met one such Shaper. Describe Latalia, the woman that attacked you outside the school. You keep saying attacked, she didn't. I guess binding me can be considered an attack. I was into it though. This news disturbs Hawthorne greatly. A rogue Shaper? That is I think I will keep this news to myself. People might find it upsetting. I have seen no such woman, Shaper, but rest assured that if I do, I will run very fast. Yeah, good luck with that. Here, I found a prism. Hawthorne takes the prism and inspects it closely. Yes, this is it. This is what I wanted, and completely undamaged. Oh, this will be useful. You can do all sorts of things with a prism, such as you can... Oh, but I'm wasting more of your time. One moment. He leaves the cottage and returns a few minutes later. He holds several living tools. Oh, great. Cheers. Which he hands you. I'm sure you will have plenty of use for these in your travels, and with the chaos, it may become hard to find them. Not really. Oh, and I'll throw in a nice spell crystal to boot. He pauses for a few moments, considering. Finally, he says, "Oh, and there is one more thing I'm looking for. If you could locate it for me, I have a reward that may be of even more use." You said there's something else you're looking for? Do you want that book as well? He looks nervous. Yes, there is. There is. Well, I had heard that the mine had a wand of the Inferno. Uh-oh. I sold that for its defense. A powerful item, but since the mine is lost, it doesn't need the wand anymore, does it? Of course, the wand may be lost or used up or destroyed, but if you could find it or any other such wand, and bring it to me, I might be able to learn to duplicate it. That'd be very useful to me. If you obliged me, I would share a secret I've learned. A very useful one, or at least it might be useful. Great. This is why I looked up a list of items to keep. East Kentia Gate. Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? But it's probably in the quest list. Wand of Inferno. Wait, is it in the quest list? I don't need to write this down if it is. Yeah. People really need to do a better job of writing lists of items to keep. Because Wand of the Inferno was not on there. Fucking hell. Maybe I just didn't find a good list of items to keep. Locked! And stays licked for all eternal rectums. Man, who knows what game that's from? Hopefully nobody. What if I unlock? Did I do it? Oh. Oh, what? What kind of... It's mental, right? Yeah. I don't know if I want mental magic. I probably do, though. I'll have blessing magic as well. Whatever, I'll just use some living tools for now. Chonk! Anything tasty in here? Get in here, Bob, and find out. Find out together. Ah. Oh, major healing pod, major healing spores, reflecting shield. Plus 3% to hostile effect resistance. What does that mean? Cold resistance. Unfortunately it's heavier, but it's probably worth it. Wait, how much? 10%, that's rubbish. But then I don't know what hostile effect is. Fine robe. That's what I've already got. Fine cloak. Why would anyone? Probably because they want to wear something lighter. Alright, that's a very nice room that I definitely haven't been into. Wait. Oh, I found this stuff. That's pretty cool. Oops, that's not selling. Look at all this stuff I found just out on the road somewhere. Do you want it? Swarm crystal. Diamond spray. I guess I'll keep it. Oh yeah, there's this as well. Blob. Item enhancement. Blessing. I assume that's probably like stuff. Shielding, but you know what? I don't really need the single target ones, and this is the same as Essence Armor, which I have a spell for anyway, or will do, so I'll just get rid of that. Yep. Yes indeed. Oi! Whee! I guess I'll keep the shield as well, will I? Nah. Not really worth it. I will keep that pod though. Right then, I'll also keep the major healing spores, I guess. Okie day. Right, you opened this door for me, did you? Good thing I didn't pick it. Cha-cha. Oh! There is an anvil at the south end of this chamber. It's not your usual heavy chunk of worked metal, however. It looks enchanted. It glows with a faint light, giving the steel a gentle golden hue. Lines of runes circle the base. A hammer and other tools rest nearby. I thought you weren't supposed to hit it with a hammer, he said. Anvils like these are not just for the pounding of metal, they're for the pounding of arse. I mean, they contain focusing energy craftsmen can use when doing all sorts of crafts on their surface. Magical items can be made on an anvil like this. Such devices are very rare. To try to create an item on the anvil, click on it. You can also use the anvil to attach an enchantment to an item. I mean an enhancement. Oh my god, more stuff to sell them. Do I want to right now? Good news, magical forges. It's a anvil actually. To combine items into more powerful items. Yes, yes you can. I don't really know if I want to though. Let's just see how it works first. Look, we've got all that stuff. If we put a blessing on it, it adds the avoid blows enhancement, which is pretty tasty really, isn't it? You can't just put any old junk on though. Anvil here. Which part am I on? Am I still on 10? I don't know, it doesn't really matter though, does it? I think I'm on 11 actually. I'll just fix that next time. Alright. I guess I'll just go into the fort, probably. No I won't actually. I'll go out and I'll go into the fort when I've cleared out Southgate. But for now, I didn't sell stuff to him. The plonker I am. So I only wasted like half the bloody part. What? Chonk, chonk. Okay. Now trouble is, I don't know what I'm going to want to enchant in this. Because like, as a guardian, well I won't spoil some of the stuff you can get, but some of the stuff was really good for putting on swords. But I'm not going to be using my sword, am I? I'm going to be using magic. And I can't exactly equip Greta with a sword. So I guess I'm mostly going to be enchanting armor. But I don't know what I'm going to want to put on. Because I'm not going to be in the front lines. So I don't know. The enchanting stuff doesn't seem magic user friendly. Hello? Where's my green crystals gone? All the way down there. I guess I'll hold on to this. And put that down with the rest of the enchanty stuff. Enchanté. I don't really want to hold on to all of this now, do I? When do I ever use the curing pods, you know? When am I ever going to get... whatever, I'll put it down. Just in case I ever need it. Healing essence. I guess I'll keep the major healing stuff with me. I'll keep the curing spores as well. Yep, that looks good. And I'll put this over here with this stuff. And that seems acceptable. Right. Kelth? Kentia Southgate. I combined Kentia and South into Kelth. You are getting close to Fort Kentia. The road curls up through the farmland and woods to the fort gates to the north. In normal times it would be a quick and easy walk. This road is quiet, however. You don't hear wildlife or guards or farmers at work. In the air, which would normally be clean and refreshing, smells of smoke. Oh, and the air. At least some of the smoke comes from the ruined farmhouse to the west. The soldiers of Fort Kentia have abandoned this pathway to the rogues. You'll have to be careful if you proceed. I thought the road was quiet. I guess the rogues are quiet. Fort Kentia, north. This small farmhouse was destroyed by a quick, intense attack. The distinctive claw marks and scorching of the walls identify the perpetrators as a pack of about a half-dozen Fiora. What the hell? Am I a detective? How can I tell how many Fiora attacked? There are no signs of blood or combat. Fortunately, the farmers had been evacuated before the attackers came. Damn. I hope I'm around when some Fiora come. Oh wait, you don't mean that kind? Oh. Sorry. I was thinking something else. Do wooden planks stack, I wonder? I kind of want to go find out, but I don't care, actually. But I'm going back that way now. I don't want to go here yet. They probably don't, but I'm very curious. No, they don't. I didn't have to pick up all three. Because if they stacked, you could probably stack them up and then sell a pile of them. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, of course. Of course. Ah, what a peaceful realm. Oh! Da, 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 na, 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 na. Nothing to worry about really, was it? No, we were supposed to come here earlier. Instead I went to the mines and did really cool stuff. Oh! Oh. Oi! Why has this one got more health? That's cheatery. Oh. I can't believe it's going with this well on normal difficulty. Normal cloak, healing spores. Not much of interest in here. Normally I probably would have turned it down by now. Maybe, I don't know. Another nest of fools. Biggest fools. Great, everyone's in the way. Oh my god, look at them all. We're gonna have to get rid of at least one of these guys, I think. Okay, oh well, they might have been able to get here in time to attack if they weren't idiots. Get rid of him. Oi! I don't know why you're going all the way over there. I bet there's ways you can really abuse the dodgy AI if you understand it deeply. Yom, yom. Leather pants? Are they any better somehow? I mean, they're a lot lighter, but I'd rather have the stun resistance and stuff. Even if it has the reduced hit chance. I assume that's only for swords and stuff. For melee attacks. Melee attacks. Am I encumbered yet? Yes. It's not very fair. The gate is still accessible, is it? Even despite this path being abandoned. Hello? I thought this path was abandoned. Mariah Carey. You meet the sole guard left out here to watch the Fort Kentia gate. She has a sword and an alarm bell. Her face bears the look of combined resolve, surprise and terror you've come to expect on people on this island. She looks very relieved to see you. Ah, Shaper, someone come to straighten out all these problems and fix things. Thank goodness. I'm Mariah. It's very good to see you. She watches you silently. She's not very silent, she's talking. As if she expects you to fix everything with a simple wave of your hand. That is another look you're starting to get used to. What? No one's looked at me like that before. How goes the watch? Excellent, Shaper. A few Fioras come close. I spitted one. Came close. The others, I raised the alarm and some javelins did for them. Did for them? Did what? Oh, the javelins spitted them for them. I don't know, whatever. That felt like weird wording. They peer out at us from the woods, but they know enough to not come closer. Well, clearly they don't if you had to ring the alarm. Of course, now that Shape has arrived, I'm sure you'll straighten those monsters out. She looks at you hopefully. Why are only you on watch? That's the commander's decision. The heavy guard is at the east gate, where there are more crops. It's alright though. I just have to ring this bell. Bloody hell. And help comes, I hope. You've been waiting for a shaper? Of course, we all have. We're being attacked by creations. You shapers can destroy them in an instant, can't you? If Mariah could have seen the destruction of your school by creations, she might not be so confident. You must be here to help us? Probably. I need more time to evaluate the situation. Of course, I'll do whatever I can to help. This is a very generous thing to say to an outsider. Oh, shapers rarely make promises to those not in their sect. Well, I didn't know that. Mariah is ecstatic. Oh, thank you, Shaper. I will make sure that everyone hears of the kindness you have promised to do for us. Oh, great. Was there anything else? Wait. Oh, wait, they didn't have new dialogue for when you say, like, more questions. They usually do. Tell me about this area. It's good land. We've been clearing it for lumber and planting crops. Was making good progress before the monsters came. Now we're letting them have it and using everyone but me to watch the east gate. Most of the monsters are pretty manageable. There's one that worries me though. What sort of creatures are out there? All I've seen are red fire-breathing lizards. Oh! She must mean Fioras. And the big things that punch you. Hopefully she means Thards. What do you mean hopefully? What creature worries you? There's a worm out there somewhere. I see it lurking in the underbrush. It's long and pink and nasty. And where it goes, it leaves a trail of burned grass. And it has a long black stripe running down its back. It looks vicious. I don't think I could kill it by myself. I hope it turns up dead. Would help me sleep at night. Well, I'll do it. Seen anything unusual? Like what? Any unusual rogue activity beyond just attacking? Well, they stay around their nests and send hunters out to look for travellers, and occasionally a group of them will walk out to scorch our crops. Nothing odd beyond that. Right, let's go find that worm, shall we? Even though we probably haven't got time. That might have to be a mission for next time. Random crystal, for the heck of it. Just as a treat. Anything funky? There's a shovel. That's pretty funky to some people. Funky monkey. Maybe we can finish this quickly in the remaining 2 minutes. Probably not. Hello? I came from down here, you didn't exist. I guess he's just having a bit of a wander. Off the path or whatever. Well, the worm's going to be in here somewhere. Go on. Yeah. You got this. Worm. Hello. Goodbye. Oh, when you walk into the small clearing, the underbrush starts to move. You hear something in there. Remembering what Mariah told you, you jab at the bushes with a stick. Sure enough, you get a reaction. With a long shrill squeal, a huge artilla comes slithering out. As described, it has a long dark strip running down its back, and alas, it is completely rogue. What's alas about that? That means experience for me. Or death if we can't hit the bloody thing. Oh, okay. Artilla skin tunic. Minus mental damage and mental magic. +2 battle magic though. Yeah, that's kind of tempting actually. That would mean I do more damage, and it's a lot lighter. I don't really use mental magic much either, do I? Perhaps I will allow that. Let me see here quickly. Mental magic. Oh, days though. But yeah, I use more battle magic than mental magic, so probably worthwhile, I would be willing to guess. You find a hole in the ground. It's a rocky pit, slanting sharply downward. From deep within it you can hear the echoing sounds of waves smashing against the rocks. You can hear other sounds too, strange screeching and hissing, for example. Some of the infestation that has afflicted this island seems to have slithered down here too. To enter a hole, climb a ladder, or use a trapdoor, click on it. Is this a new thing in this game? Like sub-areas? I think so. I don't remember them being in this game, to be honest. Oh, perhaps we'll go down there next time. Yes, we will. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. We'll also finish up this area.